Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album by the progressive metal band Unprocessed, with the new album and everything in between. I've been looking forward to this record for a good few months now. I think the singles were fantastic, and they definitely pulled my interest into what this band had to offer. So 3 tracks we had was Thrash, Blackbone and Glass, which I think these 3 are amazing. They're definitely showing how unique Unprocessed is, just feeling like this heavy machine that's inspired from like bands from Polyphia or 60H. There's definitely some inspiration drawn from bands like this, but with Unprocessed they put their own spin to give you just a huge jam-packed chock full of just some of the best riffs I've heard this year. And I think just because the singles were fantastic, I was not doubting that the album would hold up, but matter of fact, I think I was even more surprised by the non-singles, to be honest. I could not tell you how fantastic Hell is. Hell is probably the strongest track on here. Just love the energy, just love how it gets straight away into it. The chorus is just so harmonic, but the riffs are just crazy. This one is just insane, and Hell sets a really good start for this record. And then you go into tracks like Law, which just fires loads of different ideas of riffs at you. It's really heavy. Just love the uncleans on this one. It's just so dark, and it is just so much fun. I think they managed to get the perfect balance of uncleans to cleans for a prog band that utilizes a lot more of the heavier components. I love how heavy some of the songs are, and I love how soft vocally some of the songs are, but every song has essences of angst to it. And yeah, this is even shown with Blackbone being one of the calmer songs with a more upbeat riff, but the uniqueness that every track has is what makes it really shine, in my opinion. We also have features from Tim Henson and Scott LePage, both from Polyphia. This is the second time this band has made a appearance, or at least a feature on an Unprocessed track or album. This is the second time, but the first time on an album. The first time they featured was on the track Real, which, yeah, it's fine. I like the guitars towards the end of it, but I feel like the guitars on here definitely work a lot better. I think the band just, plays the components really well, and just gives you just honestly a really fun track. And when you go past Glass, which probably is the weakest single, I like the components to it. There's just little bits of heaviness, doesn't need it, but this track is fantastic. You go into the final 3 track, which are just like the first 3 track, amazing. Abysm is insane. It starts off really slow, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe of some of the Sleep Token tracks from Take Me Back to Eden, where you have a really slow start, but then it just builds up layer and layer and just gives you a fantastic grand finale to it, which is insane. I love this track, and I just love how heavy it gets, and it's got some really good guitar work. I wish I wasn't, just kick fires some insane riffs and some insane uncleans, and Purgatory is just a great wraparound finale for this album. Yeah, this is an insanely good album. I think when you had Thrash as the lead single, which is still one of my top tracks, it definitely sets the tone of what to expect. They play with so many good riffs, and I think compared to last year's Gold, which is a good album that plays a lot more on the softer tone, this kind of plays a lot more on the heavier, and there's just more creativity. It's more spontaneous, just throws all this out. It's got some junky, crunchy guitars consistently, and I just really enjoy how creative it can be. I think compared to Gold, this is easily a much better track, and I would say it's Unprocessed most consistent, just most entertaining album today. I'd probably give this one a 4.5 out of 5. It is really good, and it's really close to a 5. I just feel the Polyphia feature is better than the first one, but I still find the song to be the weakest at the same time. And I think there's components I kind of wish wasn't as the way it is. I feel like Glass, I wish it didn't really have the little scream towards the end, because it kind of feels unnecessary, but it still works nonetheless. And I think these tracks are fantastic. I think the album is fantastic, and a very good surprise right at the end of the year. So thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.